Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Saudara-saudari, this government has dissolved parliament and is forcing the nation into a general election on the eve of monsoon season, ignoring the wisdom of the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, the advice of weather forecasters, and the wishes expressed by many thousands of Malaysian citizens. Let me be clear. Harapan is ready for general elections 15. We are ready to fight back against those who stole the mandate. We are ready to fight for a future that is more sustainable, prosperous, and who want a government that shows care and compassion. When Harapan leads Malaysia, I promise to fulfill the promises and to regain the trust of the people. I accept the Yang di-Pertuan Agong's decision, which is based on the proper exercise of His Majesty's constitutional powers. I question the intentions of the people who sought dissolution at this time. Unfortunately, it appears that this entire cabinet of 72 so-called leaders, the largest in the nation's history, has succumbed to political pressure and relentless lusting over power and money. This is truly offensive to decent Malaysians facing so many challenges today, including the price of food, low wages, not enough jobs for recent graduates, the quality of education, poor access to healthcare, no savings for retirement, the threat of flooding, and the impact of climate change. The flooding has already started. Areas are flooded in Kota Kinabalu, in Tuaran, and Penampang. The Muar River and Kuala Pilah overflowed, flooding 2 villages. In Tabrau, an elementary school was flooded. In Kedah, there's more flooding in Baling, and 8 rivers have breached their warning level. The scientists expect rains to continue. What kind of a person, what kind of a political party, what kind of government would risk lives of people for an election? Do not be fooled by this selfish government when it says an election must happen now to return the mandate to the people. Yes, we should have elections. Ever since the betrayal that caused Pakatan Harapan government to fall, the people are waiting to express their frustration with a backdoor government and rejection of traitors. But an election that puts Malaysians in harm's way, and at a time when voting may be difficult for many, is no real election. It is tantamount to cheating to win at all costs. This is voter suppression. This government hid behind COVID-19 to avoid parliament. This government caused an election to happen in Sabah, which resulted in COVID-19 spreading quickly throughout Malaysia, causing over 35,000 Malaysians to die. This government declared a state of emergency in order to suspend rather than to face parliament. This government lied to the people about My Sejahtera app and lied about digital national berhad. This is the same government that lied to you about 1MDB. It is the same government that lied to you about Littoral Combat Ships, LCS. This government lied to you about eradicating poverty and lied to you that Malaysians would have access to good schools and healthcare. It is finally time to fix this mess. It is time to reclaim our country from the robbers and oppressors. It is time to take back the country from those who enrich themselves and their families and their cronies, while the vast majority of the people struggle to pay rent and food. Of course, these political elite have no idea what it feels like to struggle month after month to feed your family. To the young people of Malaysia, I say this: your choice in this election will affect the future for all Malaysians. When we take back this country, we will, inshallah, do all that is necessary to reduce the cost of living which is burdening so many families. When we reclaim this country, we will ensure that every Malaysian has access to quality education. When we take back this country, we will restore confidence in our economy and bring much needed investment back to Malaysia. When we take back the country, we will do the utmost to protect the environment and prepare for the impact of climate change. I have traveled across the country in recent weeks and met thousands of people. The people I met told me that they're excited, that they finally have a chance to correct the betrayal that happened in the Sheraton move. I'm encouraged by the enthusiasm and energy. However, I know that many Malaysians are so disheartened by the treacherous actions of some politicians that they have practically given up. I say to you, did you think we could reverse 60 years of entrenched corruption and kleptocracy with just one election? Do you think that conniving robbers and thieves would just give up? We don't give up either. We don't give up ever. Saudara-saudari, are you worried about the prices of goods? Vote. Are you worried about finding a good job? Vote. Are you worried about floods? Vote. You want better schools that prepare your children for the future? Vote. You want better healthcare and more doctors? Vote. In the coming weeks, let us rekindle the spirit which has driven us to believe in a better Malaysia. Be that at the time of our independence in 1957, or Malaysia in 1963, or Reformasi in 1998, or the people's victory in 2018. We have no choice but to labor ahead with tenacity, courage, and commitment that will bring it to fruition. Malaysia bangkit. Terima kasih.